Alright, so I'm out here in front of a control panel at a lift station, and we're going to talk about our power logger as a data logger type instrument to analyze the supply power for a pump station, because we keep getting a VFD fault called input phase loss. And after researching this fault, it looks like that there's got to be some sort of power fail or power loss or drop in power, and the only way to really figure out if that is the case is to install a power logger. We're using a Fluke 1735 power logger that we have at our office, and when installing this, we took the coils there, wrapped them around the legs, incoming legs of power, A, B, C, and neutral for amperage. And we took the alligator clips and attached them to the supply lugs for A, B, C, and neutral, or ground, I should say, lugs. And once we installed those, then we went through the meter, and it's hard to see with the sunlight, but we confirmed and matched up that the voltage and amperage readings we got on the Fluke matched what we would get from our handheld multimeter, and they did indeed match up. So then we just click record and measure. We set the interval for 21 seconds, so it polls every 21 seconds, and that allows us 1 day, 1 hour, and 12 minutes of data before it maxes out its memory. So kind of a little something we ran into when downloading the data to the laptop. Of course, we've got a serial connection on the back of this thing, so we had to use an adapter, serial to USB adapter, and then we went in and we found the software online to download it for the Fluke 1735. And it turns out that the version that we needed for our particular unit on the power log right there, you can see it. Well, what was available online was newer than what we needed for the unit we had. We needed version 2.7, so we called Fluke, had that sent to us, and once we did that, then we could click download, but then it asked you to select a communication port. And so the only way to really figure out what your communication port is to go over here to this Windows icon, right click, select device manager, and scroll down here about halfway to ports, open up ports, and you see the prolific USB to serial COM port, communication port 7. So once we selected 7, it allowed us to download the report, and then we could simply save it to our desktop, and then we cleared the data from the unit and press the record measure button, and that'll give us another day. Once we get back to the office, we'll open this up and take a look at it, and you can see there we have graphs for neutral, leg 3, leg 2, leg 1, which would A, B, and C, and then of course in both voltage and amperage. And we'll take a closer look at that. It looks like we can have a summary, a spreadsheet, statistics, frequency, and screens. So here's our summary, here's spreadsheet, voltage and amps, statistics. So we'll go through this here and see if we have any anomalies, and over a week period or so, hopefully we can confirm either yes or no that there's some supply power issues at this pump station.